This encounter wastes no time. It opens with a direct command that instantly sets the tone. You can't record in the building. Right away, there's friction. The man behind the camera doesn't accept the statement at face value. Instead, he calmly challenges it, asking a simple but powerful question. Why? And that's where the tension begins to build. What makes this moment so compelling is the imbalance of confidence. The employee relies on authority, government building, but fails to explain the legal basis. Meanwhile, the auditor stays composed, probing deeper, exposing uncertainty with every follow-up question. It's not loud, it's not chaotic, it's controlled pressure. Then comes the first shift. The auditor asks for a name, a basic request, but instead of a professional response, he's met with resistance, even sarcasm. I have no name. That single line escalates the situation more than any raised voice could. It signals defensiveness, and cracks begin to show. Now the power dynamic flips. The auditor reminds him, "You're a public employee." That statement reframes everything. This is no longer just a disagreement. It's a test of accountability. A second employee steps in, trying to regain control by questioning the auditor's intent. But he doesn't engage. Instead, he makes a strategic move. He asks for a supervisor. That's a turning point. He's no longer debating. He's escalating the issue up the chain. The staff resists. They try to negotiate to regain conversational control. But the auditor refuses to play along. He dictates the terms now. And just as the tension peaks, everything changes. Police arrive. The situation has officially moved from a workplace disagreement to a law enforcement encounter. And from this point forward, the stakes are no longer just about policy. They're about rights.
You can't record in the building.
I'm sorry? So that lady said that I was recording. I didn't hear.
Recording in the building.
There's no recording in the building?
No.
Why?
Government building.
But what is that? How does that mean that I can't record in here though? I don't understand. Just because it's a government building, I can't record in here? Can I get your name, sir? Sir, can I get your name?
Can I help you?
Interesting. Sir, where's your name? Where's your name tag? Aren't you required to wear a name tag, sir? As per your regulations here at the post office, sir? Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, you can't? Where's your name tag?
Don't worry about it. I have no name.
You have no name? You're
no
just no name.
I have no name.
None.
None.
Pretty sure that you're supposed to wear a name tag as per your regulations for the post
Okay.
office.
Do you work for the post office?
I'm not going to answer that, but I will.
All right, well, I'm not going to answer my name.
So-
going back and forth here.
But the difference between you and I, sir, is that you are a public employee, a federal employee. Interesting. Excuse me.
Any reason why you're recording us?
No, you can record me all you want. At this.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, no.
Why are you recording us?
Why?
I'm just asking.
Okay. Yeah. Before I answer any of your questions, I want to speak to a supervisor, please.
Okay, so before I answer any of your questions, I'm asking you.
Well, ma'am, there's a difference. You work for the public. I don't. So all I'm asking you is to please get me a supervisor so I can speak with one, please.
Yeah. I will get you a supervisor.
Thank you.
Can you ask why you're recording?
Well, that's not how it works. You don't do me a favor because I answered you a question. Your job, and I'm refusing to answer.
You told me that you would answer my questions if I helped you.
Yeah, no.
I will assist you.
Ma'am, I would just want to speak to a supervisor, please. I would just like to speak to a supervisor.
Then you may speak to a supervisor. You can go to the Smith.
There's no supervisor here? Excuse me? I can't hear you.
No.
There's no supervisor here.
I just answered your question. I am not allowed to answer any more questions. I asked you a question.
You're allowed to answer whatever questions you'd like. Like what's your name? You got the Suffolk County Police arriving on scene. How you doing today, sir?
Don't worry. Can you just wait outside, sir?
No. I'm gonna
I'll talk
wait.
to you in a minute. Can you wait outside, please?
The moment law enforcement steps in, the entire dynamic shifts. and the officer immediately attempts to establish control. His first move is simple, direct, and authoritative. Wait outside. It's a command designed to separate, isolate, and dominate the interaction before it even begins. But this is where things take a sharp turn. The man refuses. Not aggressively, not emotionally, but deliberately. He doesn't comply, and more importantly, he doesn't submit to the implied authority behind the request. This refusal creates instant tension, because now the officer is no longer dealing with passive compliance. He's dealing with resistance. The officer tries again, softening slightly, framing it as a request rather than a command. But the intention is the same: control the environment. Meanwhile, the auditor sees right through it. He recognizes what's happening and calls it out indirectly by standing his ground. Then comes a critical psychological clash. The officer wants conversation on his terms. Come here and talk to me. The auditor counters with structure. Talk to me right here. This is no longer about location. It's about control of the narrative. The officer tries to steer the situation back into familiar territory, questioning intent. Why are you here? What are you doing? But instead of answering directly, the auditor pivots. He attempts to show the law itself. He's not interested in explaining. He's interested in demonstrating. And that frustrates the officer. You can see it building. The subtle impatience, the repeated insistence. Just tell me. But the auditor refuses to play by that script. He doesn't verbalize. He doesn't simplify. He insists on the officer engaging with the actual rules. At this point, both sides are locked in a stalemate. One is trying to assert authority through commands. The other is dismantling it through precision and refusal. And neither is backing down. The tension is no longer rising. It's tightening.
No.
They asked you to wait outside, so you have to.
No. Before you make a mistake, can I?
Make a mistake.
No. Before you,
I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, I understand you're going to talk to me in a minute, but there's something you should look at first before you start trying to make unlawful orders.
I'm not making anything. I just said I'll talk to you in a minute. Just wait outside. That's what I'm asking.
I'm gonna politely decline your request. Politely. There's nothing,
Okay.
Some law enforcement officers think that their badge allows them to treat members of the public in any way they see fit. But watch what happens when this officer says that he will only hear this man's side of the story only if he first forfeits his rights. But first, remember to like the video to help bring awareness to everyone of their rights, and don't forget to leave a comment with your thoughts on this interaction.
You're gonna stay there. You need to wait outside. But we're gonna stop following me. Just wait, because I need to talk to them.
You can talk to whoever you like.
What's going on? You can't point. You have to tell me what's going on.
This gentleman is harassing me.
Doing
asking us questions, personal questions.
Personal questions like, what's your name?
Okay, sir. I said I'll speak to you in a minute.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, so he's in the post office with no legitimate purposes. Is that what you're telling me? He's not looking to mail anything, not looking to pick anything up?
No purchase, no reason, no postal questions, nothing.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Menacing.
That's not menacing.
Hey, sir. So I just want to show you something over here really quick. No, it's inside. It's inside what I need to show you. What I need to show you is inside, sir.
If you're showing me a video, which is what you're trying to float it.
No. I'm trying to show you the rules and regulations governing the post office conduct, sir. That's what I'm trying to do. As a law enforcement officer.
Come here and talk to me.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. Okay. If you don't want to look at it, then
I'm happy to
don't
look at it, but I want you to talk to me. Instead of making your job to videotape everything, why don't you tell me what's going on? Why are you actually here?
But I'm going to show you why I'm here.
Don't look at that. Come here and talk to me.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Yes, Officer Hirsch, 5387.
Okay,
Come
thank
here
you.
and talk to me.
No, sir. You're being very unreasonable. You're being very
unreasonable. I'm asking you to come here and
I'm
talk
trying to show you
and I
what.
said I will be happy to look at that. Come here and talk to me.
So look at it then. That's all I'm asking you.
I said I will go and look at that.
Okay.
Come here and talk to me and tell me what's going on.
You can talk to me right here. I don't know what else to tell you. Or you can get a supervisor out here for me.
Come here and talk to me.
Can I get a supervisor, please? Because you're being.
Now the confrontation reaches its peak, and this is where the real battle unfolds. Not physical, but intellectual. The man finally reveals his position clearly. He points directly to posted regulations, citing rules that allow photography for news and commercial purposes. This is no longer a vague argument. It's grounded, specific, and difficult to dismiss. And suddenly, the officer is forced into unfamiliar territory. Instead of addressing the regulation directly, the officer shifts strategy. He questions credibility. Are you a journalist? It's a subtle attempt to invalidate the claim, to introduce doubt where clarity just emerged. But the response is immediate and firm. The auditor doesn't bend. He rejects the idea that credentials are required. And in doing so, he dismantles another layer of assumed authority. The officer is no longer in control of the narrative. He's reacting. Then comes the escalation. The officer introduces a potential consequence. You may have to give your information. It's not a direct threat, but it's close enough to change the tone. This is pressure. This is leverage. But it backfires because the auditor immediately tests it. Am I being detained? That question freezes everything. The officer answers no. And just like that, the entire structure collapses. Without detention, without a crime, the authority to compel anything disappears. The tension that was building now flips into exposure. From here, the officer's position weakens rapidly. The explanations become inconsistent. The justification fades. Even the presence of multiple officers, multiple vehicles, only amplifies the imbalance. In the end, there's no arrest, no resolution in the officer's favor. Just a quiet acknowledgement hidden in the words, no crime being committed. And that's the final twist. What started as a simple attempt to stop recording ends with a complete breakdown of authority under scrutiny. A confrontation that wasn't won through force, but through understanding.
Very unreasonable, sir.
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm asking you to talk to me.
I'm trying to show you a federal law.
I told you, I will be happy to look at what's posted, but I want you to come here and talk to me.
But
You're not talking to me. What you're doing is you're trying to dictate terms. I'm asking you to
No,
talk
that's
to
what
me.
you're trying to do. But there's a difference in role reversal here.
there's
You're
not
the
a role
public
reversal.
servant. I'm the member of the public.
Okay.
You don't give me orders. That's not how this works here.
No. If you have no legitimate purpose for being here, you
I
can't
do,
have-
and you don't want to look at it. That's your problem.
what's your
I want to
purpose?
speak to a supervisor
What's
at this
your purpose
point.
for being here?
At this point, I'm trying to show it to you. I'm trying to show you my purpose.
Show me something, but I'm asking you. Tell me. Verbalize why you want.
I'm trying
be
to
here.
show you something.
Verbalize. I'm asking you to tell
Okay.
me. You have nothing wrong with.
I want to
your ability
speak. I want to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, that's fine. But first, you have to tell me what you are doing.
That's not how it
This is
works.
purpose. That is how it works.
That is not how it works.
That is exactly how it works.
Your job when I ask for a supervisor is to get on that radio and call one.
No.
Yes,
No,
it
I
is.
actually have to know what is the issue.
The issue is that you don't want to look at federal law that I'm trying to show you, which would explain my purpose here. You're being very stubborn,
purpose is.
and you don't want to look at the federal law that I'm going to show you.
I'm asking you to tell me what your purpose is.
Since you're being stubborn and don't want to look at it, I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay. First, I
And
wanna
I'm
know-
sure your supervisor
Okay.
will educate you on exactly what I'm doing here today. I think you do, sir. I think you do.
I'm asking you a question.
What is your question?
I asked you what is
I
the
am
problem?
I
What are
am
you
I am
here for?
filming here
I
in the post
understand you're
office.
filming here. Why? Is that your whole purpose? Is to film here?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Is that your whole purpose? Is to film here?
Like I said, I could show it to you.
So your whole purpose is to film here. Is that
I
what you're
could show
telling me?
I could show it to you if you'd like. Just be reasonable. That's all I'm asking. Right over here. Right here. Right here. This is what I'm doing. These are the rules and regulations governing the conduct on postal property, which I don't even know if you have jurisdiction here in the first place. But
We do.
right here, photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes, right there. So that's what I'm doing.
Photograph for what purpose? Commercial purposes? You're not.
For-
Are you? What you're doing?
I'm
what?
photographing for news and commercial purposes,
So
both of them.
for news. Okay, so you're.
I'm a journalist.
Okay, so you have your journalist papers because you do need that. If you're
I-
telling me you're a journalist, you actually have to provide that.
Really?
Yes, you do.
That
You
is
can't-
that's
Yes, if you're saying you're a journalist, then
Officer.
you're an actual journalist.
yeah, officer. I don't have to
So-
prove to you anything about me being a journalist.
Well, you
That-
can't
that's
just come in.
And this is yes, I can.
No.
This is federal law right there. And like I said, if you want to understand, you don't need any kinds of credentials. If that's what you're referring to be a journalist. I'm an independent journalist.
So you should have
Gathering
something that
content.
states that.
No, I shouldn't. I don't need to. No, I don't. You're sadly mistaken. You need to stop being stubborn, open your mind, and Listen to what I'm trying to tell
Photographs may
you.
be taken only with the permission of local postmaster.
Other photographs, keyword, other keywords, other photographs. This is not, doesn't fall under that.
So this is gonna be determined above here. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Great.
you're gonna need to walk out though.
No.
Yes.
I want to speak to a supervisor, no.
And you walk out and speak to a supervisor. I'll be happy to get a supervisor, but you're not staying in the building.
Yeah, yes I am. This is a public building. Are you telling me that if I don't are you telling me if I don't leave the building you're going to arrest me, officer? We'll see. So we got two Suffolk County police officers, one that likes to escalate, one that likes to de-escalate. I'm going to be recommending your sergeant to put you in some more de-escalation training, officer. Cause, yeah, because
Your name though. For some reason refused to give me that information.
yeah, it's protected under the 4th Amendment. There you go.
Well, actually, I'm here for a legitimate call.
So what does that mean?
I'm allowed to ask your information.
You are, and and you know what I'm allowed to do? Not give it to you.
Well, until something else is determined, you may end up having to give it to me. We'll find out.
Not true. See, this is what I'm talking about. You're just escalating it. You're threatening me.
I'm not threatening anything.
Yes, you are.
I'm not threatening anything.
You're saying that, oh, something's gonna happen where you're gonna have to give me your name. Come on, man. Your supervisor's gonna come down here and give a good talking to you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. And I will be filing a complaint. Okay. Just to make sure, since you're over here investigating something, I'm not being detained, am I? Okay, great. Smart move. There you go. Smart move. You guys gotta learn. You ain't got no authority over free men. Yeah, I mean, you ain't got no authority over free men. Yeah, definitely. Hey. This guy's just basically, I know you probably can't hear him over the engine running over here, but he's just spouting off a bunch of BS trying to cover up his actions, which I assume is the...
Like I said, I can't really conduct any kind of legitimate inquiry because...
There's no crime being committed, that's why.
So the problem is...
That's why. Ma'am, are you the postmaster here? You're not? Are you a supervisor here? Okay, your employees don't have name tags. They don't know the Poster 7 regulations.
The problem is, I asked to speak to you outside. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason is I want to know what your side is, but I also want to talk to him and get his side.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to talk on tape. I don't care if I talk on tape. It doesn't bother me,
Yeah.
as you can see.
Uh-huh.
But I want you separated. You didn't want to do that. So now
Because I'm a free man. I can do whatever I'd like.
you're not understanding. I got called. I need to find out why I'm here. How do I do that? I want to talk to you separately. I want to talk to him separately. He doesn't want to speak on camera. I can't make him speak on camera. You refuse to leave while I'm standing there. So how do I talk to you when you refuse to talk to me and he refuses to talk to me? You see the problem?
Hey, I'm not here to help your investigation. Dismissed everybody. Look at them. 1 car, 2 cars, 3 cars. Sergeant wouldn't even talk to me.
And officers like this are the reason why it is so important for you to know your rights and to help us to bring awareness to the rest of the public. So don't forget to support the channel by subscribing, like the video and leave a comment to reach more people. And remember, always record the police.